Hi guys, my name's Barry and welcome back to the channel. Instead of doing a trailer reaction to The Crow, I thought I would just do not a trailer breakdown, but just kind of going through the trailer and telling you my thoughts on the trailer. I'm sick of doing these trailer reactions and then getting a copyright, not just a copyright strike, because I don't really get them for that, but just kind of, there's an issue with doing trailer reactions on the channels. That's one thing. But I've watched the trailer a couple of times. Now, for those of you who don't know, I recently spoke about The Crow before when we first saw the few images that we got. And I think I was probably one of the most positive people on YouTube when it came to these images, because I'm not a Crow fanatic, so I don't really care, to be honest, what it looks like or what the character looks like, because I'm not that deep into the Crow lore. I've not read the comics, and I've only seen the original movie from 1994 a handful of times, and to be honest, I don't really remember much about it. So that's one thing I need to do. I need to watch the original Crow before I go and see this one at the cinema. But as expected, I think the trailer looks a little bit better than the images that we saw last week, and I also think it looks better than I thought it would look. And I'm hoping that other people who really didn't like the images last week are looking at this trailer now and going, do you know what, that actually doesn't look that bad. Now for me, I know that a lot of people want to see a long-haired, white-faced Eric Draven, and if he had long hair and white face, then yeah, I guess he probably would look better. But for me, it doesn't really matter what he looks like, to be honest, as long as it's a good movie. And I think that's one of a lot of people's biggest issues, is it doesn't look like Brandon Lee, therefore he's not going to be good. That's sometimes people's stance on things. If you don't look like someone, then you just will not be good in the role. And with Bill Skarsgård, you should never really say that, because he's a great actor. So I think he's someone who would be great in the role, regardless if he has long hair or not, or a white face paint on him or not. Judging by the trailer, I think this film looks like it's going to be very stylistic. I'm hoping that the style of the movie doesn't take away from the story or anything else that maybe will be important for the Crow story itself. But stylistically, it looks fantastic. However, there are some scenes that looks like it's from a scene from Squid Game. When you see the two of them, it looks like a prison. I don't know how they meet each other in prison. Maybe she's in the female prison side and he's in the male prison side. If it is a prison, I'm no idea, but it does look very strange at times. I don't know who this actress is. I'm assuming she's British. She sounds British or she sounds English in the trailer, but her name is FKA Twigs, I think, or FKA Twigs. Don't know much about her, to be honest, but judging from this trailer, she looks pretty good. Now, the two of them look like drug addicts or drug users or junkies or whatever it is you want to call them. They seem like those types of people in the trailer with all their tattoos, and they just kind of look spaced out. But the apartment that they're living in, it looks it looks stylistic, it looks beautiful. At times it does look a bit of a mess, but other times it looks great. But that's maybe just the set design for this film, because the set design does look fantastic and it works hand in hand with the cinematography and the way it's just all stylized. The film's obviously going to have some magic in it, with obviously Eric Draven coming back from the dead. I don't remember the story. Maybe you guys can remind me. But does he come back from the dead to save his girlfriend? If he beats these guys, will he be able to bring her back from the dead? I don't know. That's what the trailer seems like it does, and I can't remember if they do that in the original movie or he's just getting pure revenge for the killing of his girlfriend. Absolutely no idea, but that's what it looks like. But because there's a bit of magic in it, I don't know if maybe Danny Houston's character's got a bit of magic in him as well. It looks like he's whispering something into this girl's ear as if he's hypnotising her or something. Again, I could be well off. I just can't remember. We've also got this kind of Ra's al Ghul type character who is the one to bring Eric Draven back from the dead and make him immortal, or again, whatever it is he becomes. But this looks like a kind of Batman Begins type of scene that we're probably going to get in the movie. Alexander Skarsgård is the one that's known for the big buff body in the Skarsgård family, but Bill Skarsgård looks like he's jacked up for this movie and future movie that he's in. He's in a couple of other movies that he's required to do some action scenes, but he looks massive in this film. He looks fantastic in this one. These two characters here, I don't know if they're they're working below Danny Huston or above Danny Huston, but there's just something about these two characters that I just need them to die. You just look at their faces, you just want to punch them in the face. I think they've made an unfortunate decision in this film in the fact that the makeup on Eric Draven, it looks very similar to the Pennywise makeup, and of course Bill Skarsgård plays both characters, so I'm hoping that when I go and see this movie I don't see Pennywise in these shots. I hope I see Eric Draven in the shots. Hopefully there's a big difference between the two of them, because there are some scenes in this trailer that made me think that it looks like Pennywise, and obviously it is Bill Skarsgård, but the makeup, I think the makeup and the paint in certain areas of his face, it's just too similar to Pennywise. Like I said though, I think most of the trailer is very stylistic. I'm looking forward to be honest. It doesn't really give much away in terms of how they're going to play this one out. It does look different to the first movie. When I looked at the trailer for the first movie, just skimming through it, that also looks quite stylistic as well. So I'm glad they're going with a really stylistic and dark movie. It looks like it's definitely going to be R-rated. However, the R-rated scenes in the trailer look like they've got a lot of CGI in them. I don't know if they've been CGI'd more to hide some of the scenes for trailer purposes and they'll be cleaned up for the movie, but it's very CGI heavy when it comes to the stabbings and the shootings, of course. Obviously with the tragic accident that happened on set with The Crow, you don't want to do something like that today. Obviously that happened a couple of years ago with Alec Baldwin and his movie Rust, so you don't want to have a repeat of something like that. So I think tastefully, they're doing a lot of CGI for this film, and rightfully so. So what are your thoughts on the trailer for The Crow? Are you looking forward to it more now than when you've seen those images last week or so? For me, I was always interested in it anyway. Again, I don't have any connection to The Crow at all, so I think I will go into it with an open mind. I'll probably watch the first movie again just to catch up on what the lore is about for The Crow, but I don't really remember much about it, to be honest. Maybe you can remind me. But with the images that I saw last week, it didn't make me think, wow, this looks amazing. But with all the hate that the film was getting before anyone saw a trailer, I thought it was a bit too early to say you hate this movie with a passion. Watch the trailer first. Now that we've got a trailer out the way, what do you think now, guys? Do you think it looks more positive now, or are you still thinking, nah, it's just not for me? But leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you soon.
Meeting adjourned.
I'll be right back.
What are you waiting for, huh?
Coming to get you, Barbara.
Ever play Skin the Cat?
Someone's in the back seat!